choice we'll make it. We'll save in our lives. Each show will make a better day. Just you and me. Don't be so this matters about me as I take my time. In a struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people they cannot ever move? All we need is a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see, now so me I used to talk them. Share as I talk them, now so you go understand them. Chukwuemeka is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just smoke by the journal. We are friends. We are the one make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make it. We're selling now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving all our fish. You will make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the one make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We'll save in our lives. Each show will make a better day, just you and me. Them they carry our money at the area. Let no one know if we done trouble. All I want to let them know is what's up. You go down, it's on our side. Everybody will want train or upside. And that was an Azuki. She make it put our hands together so that we can fight to them together. We are friends. We are the one make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We're saving our lives. Each show will make a better day, just you and me. Don't be so this matters about me as I take my time and sing reality. In a struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why such a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see, now so me I used to talk them. Share as I talk them, now so you go understand them. Chukwuemeka is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just smoke by the journal. We are friends. We are the one make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwuemeka Biama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace stored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafronia Wemna Chineke, not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, Chukwukika Biama. We honor you and we adore you. I know that some people listening, including the British, may not understand what we are doing, but there is nobody in Britain that answers Nwachukwu, the child of heaven. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because we are ancient people. We have been doing this for over 5,000 years and will continue to do so until the end of time.
People going south to love. Got a babe for milk and honey, the rising sun. There's a star in the east, shining love in the sky, shining out so bright, it's supernatural.
Good evening, great dear friends, wonderful people and beautiful people. Permit me to welcome you this evening once again We are here, and of course, coming to you live. It is a hallowed platform. It is a place where we worship Elohim, a place where we worship Chuku Okike Abiyama. And of course, this is where we are coming to you live and direct this evening, being the 7th day of September, the year of our Lord 2025. And of course, my name's Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha JP. This Johannesburg, they call it the city Biafra land, the land of the rising sun. The time here, of course, is 10:07 in the evening, and of course, in Biafra land, it should be 9:07 p.m. as well. But wherever you are, anywhere in this planet, and of course, if your time is telling you 8 or 7 minutes past the top of the hour, it simply means that you are hearing the sound of my voice live and direct. This is Biafra Radio, where we preach the truth, the whole truth, and of course, nothing but the truth. And today, or rather tonight, we are bringing you the word of truth, the word of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. And of course, to join me this evening, of course, I will be bringing to you Maz is the way from the United States, America. He is, of course, the coordinator in America of Without Wasting. All to do is to share this broadcast far and wide, far and near. Please invite your friends. Please invite even the enemies of Biafra. They are all welcome. And if you are just joining in, please share this broadcast all across the board. Share it on every platform. And for those who don't know where to watch or rather listen to Biafra Radio, I want to tell you that we are live on all platforms. We are live on Biafra Radio. And if you don't have Biafra Radio app on your mobile phone, it is very simple. All you need to do is to go to Play Store on your Android phone and download Biafra Radio. Is that simple? And of course, if that fails, you can also listen to us on our Facebook site or Facebook page, I beg your pardon, which is Biafra Radio Facebook page. We are on all platforms. Trust me when I tell you, you cannot go wrong. Once again, permit me to welcome you. My name is Barrister Onuoha. And of course, it is a live presentation from the studios of Biafra Radio, where we are preaching the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Please, I beg of you to start sharing this broadcast, because we are going to discuss an important issue. We are going to discuss a boiling issues that pertains the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. We are going to discuss with regards to Onyendumaze Nnamdi Kanu, who is incarceration, or rather incarcerated by the Nigerian state for no just cause. And of course, he is a prisoner of conscience. And of course, I am welcoming you once again. Welcome to Biafra Radio, where we preach the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Trust me when I tell you. And of course, let me see if I am able to bring in our guest this evening, Mazi Ichie Ezioku, so that we can get on to it. All right, let me see if he can hear me. Mazi, good evening from here. And please let me know if you can hear me. Mazi Ichie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Let me try and see if I can get this sorted out. Mazi, confirm, please, if you can hear me.
Yeah, Maz, I can hear you.
All right. I am not able to hear Mazi Ichie Ezioku, but I am trying to get it sorted out. Mazi, can you hear me confirm, please?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Can you hear me?
All right, we are having
Hello,
a
Mazi.
bit of connectivity issue, but let me do something quickly and see maybe this could work. All right, Mazi, let's try again. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, Mazi, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right,
Can you hear me?
There we go. All right, good evening, Mazi, and welcome to Biafra Radio. And of course, the whole world is listening. Please, if you may, introduce yourself to those who don't know who I am talking to.
Yeah, Mazi Ndewo. I will first of all start by saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're domiciled. My name is Mazi Ichie Izoku Tochukwu Ikwanwose, and I am the regional coordinator in the US here. Thank you, my brother. And to God be the glory. I will give thanks to the Almighty God and give thanks to our great leader Mazin and the Kano for being there for us and holding his ground for us too. May God continue to guide and protect him, and may God continue to see him through in everything he's doing. They will.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, there you have it. With me, of course, is Mazi Ichie Ezoku, all the way from the United States of America, joining me this evening. And of course, we are going to discuss extensively all important issues, of course, concerning the struggle of Biafra. All right, Mazi, let's get straight to it. And of course, before we get into the in-depth of what we have this evening, what's on your mind?
My mind is clouded with a lot of things.
Let it out.
Because
Let it out, Mazi.
First of all, I would say to our great leader, Deo, for what he has been doing. It is not easy, but you've brought us to this level, and you will live to see Biafra.
You say?
You will live to see Biafra. And to those that is listening to us, just know that what we do on this hollowed platform is to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. We cannot lie to you guys because we don't intend to lie to you guys. So the truth is the only thing we can give to you, no matter how bad or no matter how terrible it sounds. That truth will be laid bare, and that is the only thing we have for you. So Mazi, we have been in a very big mess, but unfortunately, or fortunately for us, the 5%, God has been in control, and we have stood our ground, irrespective of what our enemies and the people that doesn't wish our great leader well is doing. Mazi, in the US here, I will equally thank our members that stood their ground, never shaking for one day. They stood their ground. They said instead Onyendu will suffer, that they will do whatever it takes to make sure that Onyendu realizes whatever he wants. And I really greet them. My heart, I don't know how to express what I have in my heart for them. And I will also thank Madam Nenayaya, a great woman, irrespective of all the insults. She stood her ground and said that Onyendu will not suffer. Imagine we don't have her around. Imagine we don't have Kanunta around. What would have happened? This so-called cabal would have taken over and stifled Onyendo of fund. And you know what it is when someone is stifled of fund? The necessity of life, the necessary equipment that is needed to use to drive this movement. That is what they wanted to do. But unfortunately for them, it didn't work out. Why didn't it work out? Because of men of timbers and caliber, both women of timbers and caliber that stood their ground and said that this will never happen. So I thank Madanaya, I thank Kalunta, I thank Fine Boy, and I thank our great lawyers, Mazi Ejimako. He has been doing wonderfully well. And I thank our barrister, Barrister Maxwell. You people are making you guys are making us proud. It is not easy, but you are standing your ground and standing firm. Or if you are malmoke, a man stands his ground and stands firm. No matter what, he still stands his ground. Instead of going to go and start selling melon in the market or gossiping. Instead of doing that, a man, if you feel you're tired, you go back and sit down and what is going on. And then you'll be able to survey and understand your environment. But at the end of the day, nothing. And I'm calling on all the people that is in US, all IPOB members that is in US, those that love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they should know that where this cabal that call themselves leadership is going, there's no road there. You cannot go against our leader and expect people to listen to you. So if you're following them, it is at your own peril. If you're following them, your own risk. If you're giving them your money, your own problem. You're not going to hold anybody accountable because you were warned. You were warned. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told us that whatever GOS does, probably they have the finance. No, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has the finance say. It's not them. Once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is reachable in any manner, through the lawyer, through anything, he's still in charge. Because when he's no more in charge, when they make him feel irrelevant in this struggle, which it is not possible, then you see the enemies of Biafra saying, yes, we've gotten him. No. As you see, we are still waxing strong. We're still waxing strong. Mazi, they think they can pull us down from here. You see people from different angles coming out and doing things. Irrespective of anything. Now, what they've turned around to do is to call IPOB names. Even the stupid fools that were so-called IPOB members before, because they are not IPOB members. These guys were the ones that were saying, they want to be noticed. So now people terrorists will kill in the north. They will kill in the west. They will kill in the middle belt. Yes, they call them bandit. They call them everything. But when it comes to our place, they now say, "Oh, it is IPOB."
All right, Mazi, before you go there, Mazi, just 1 second before you go there, because I am coming there. That would be actually be my next question. Before I go to that, I just want to say something. You know, I say to myself, who is in a better position to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if not his own blood brother? You know, so people who call themselves DOS want me to believe that they have the best interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at heart more than his own blood. What do you make of that?
Mazi, you see, this is a terrible scenario we have found ourselves in. You cannot. It's as in Uzusubisi or Yikawane, and it will be that brother that will come and take care of the whole scenario, or or handle the whole stuff. These people, when I understood what they were up to, you know, when you're doing some certain things, when you're in this struggle, your hands has to be clean. If your hands is not clean, then there's some certain things, there's some messages that will come to you. Once your hands are clean, you see the Almighty speaking to you, be it in the dream, or sometimes when you're speaking to people, you make some utterances that you don't even know where it's coming from. You see, so Mazi Kanunta is God's gift at this point in time, because it's as if God placed a lot of people at the appropriate time to handle some certain situation. If not, these people would have messed up the whole thing. In short, they've messed up the whole thing. They were now waiting to make sure that the last thing they were waiting for is to grab the accounts, and once that accounts are grabbed, everything will fall apart. But unfortunately, they couldn't. And Kanunta stood his ground, and Madanaya stood her ground, and the people in the US, some of us, not all of us, we stood our ground. Said no, that this will not happen. We've seen it happen in 2015. So it will not happen again. We stood around. So, Mazi, there is nobody that is more qualified to stand with his brother than Kanunta and Fine Boy. If these guys were doing the needful, if the so-called leadership, because they are not, they are, they call themselves members of GOS. They are now disqualified from being members of the GOS because they are not listening to the leadership structure of this movement. If they were listening to the leadership of structure of this movement, they can now be able to call themselves members of the GOS. That is why they chose the name the leadership for themselves. So we understand where they are coming from. And we are asking again, Nick, they should hurry up, because there are some certain things they are trying to cook. They should hurry up and tell everybody that thing that they are trying to cook. Then we will know how to go about it. So, in so saying, none of them is qualified to stand against Kanunta. What Kanunta is doing is doing marvelously well, and he's obeying the leadership structure, he's obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And once you're obeying him, I don't have a problem with you. It's when you start going contrary to what he's saying. When he says A, you go and do B, then I have a problem with you. Because you're not the leader of this great movement. The only leader that we have that is the overall head of this movement is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Adabweadro. He is the supreme leader of this organization. So onye chọrọ jump into the lagoon or you hug the transformer, that person should go and hug the transformer.
All right, thank you very much, Mazi. And of course, if you are just joining us right now, it is Biafra Radio. Trust me when I tell you we are live, we are direct. And of course, I would have bring up Mazi Chiezoku on video, but unfortunately, we are having a bit of a network issue, so I don't want that to obstruct what we are going to talk about this evening. But I promise on next occasion I will do so. All right, so it is Mazi Chiezoku from the USA. He is a coordinator. We need to get it right so that we don't. Just 1 second for me. Very, very important that we get this right. Mazi Chiezoku is Eastern Regional Coordinator, USA. Mazi, I hope I got that correct.
100%, my brother.
All right. So, Maz, I'm going to read something. I think you are the one who posted this. I'm going to read it out and I want you to elaborate and, of course, explain to Biafrans what this is all about. Our leader usually says, so you are going to explain to us what you make of this post. It reads like this: IPOB represented by international lawyer Bruce Fein warns against defamation. We will pursue legal action against individuals and organizations labeling us terrorist group without evidence. Any claims of IPOB being a terrorist organization must be substantiated in courts. Similarly, slander against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be met with lawsuits. We invite those making such claims to provide proof in a court of law. Signed, Ichezioku T. Ikwangose Mazi Ndidi, one of regional coordinators in the USA. Mazi, what is this all about?
Yes, Mazi. You know, we have noticed that if you keep quiet, Mazi Tirigi, and if a snake does not do what he knows for, the kids will use that snake to tie firewood. We are tired of all these charlatans calling us names for no good reason. Maybe because they are paid one way or the other. Or maybe because they are on the internet chasing cloud. And they now think that it is IPOB that they will use to chase that cloud. I am very sorry for them because we are going to go after them. Yes, they might think maybe probably we will not. We are. Very, very soon we will start. We are going to go after them because if we don't, they keep giving us this bad name. They keep saying something and we don't take them to court. And they will now, probably now, any government that sees it, we say, okay, they are calling them this name and they are not reacting to it. And that is what we don't want. IPOB,
absolutely.
IPOB being, I tell you, IPOB is well respected in the United States here. IPOB is well respected elsewhere. We have lawyers, we have doctors, we have engineers, We have reverend fathers, we have reverend sisters that is strongly, and that is a strong member of IPOB. And they are very strong in doing their things. And they are very strong in saying that IPOB, they do not shy away to call themselves an IPOB member. Then, because you're chasing cloud, you will now want to come and destroy that name. We will not accept that. So that is the reason why that memo was sent out. Not really a memo, but I mean, that small write-up was put up for people to know that we are tired and I will not continue taking the insult anymore, and we cannot continue taking insult from anybody. I insulting our great leader. No, we say no to it, and we will not continue to take insult from no matter who that person is, because we now got to find out that it's as if it is a coordinated attempt to malign IPOB, to put IPOB on a bad space, knowing fully well that it was Simon and his boys that was fighting. Mind you, sometimes I like telling myself the truth. Those boys were on their own, and it was the Nigerian government that went there to go and shoot them up. From there, they started fighting. God knows what happened there. What they will now do now, once they are done, they will come to the city or to the market to kill people, to burn houses and burn people's shop. Is that the way they do in the north? Of course, that's not the way they do in the north, and that is not the way they do in the west. It is always our place, always our place, always the southeast. They feel they can do anything they do in the southeast and get away with it. And the stupid politicians that we have are part of the problems too.
Mazi, sorry, sorry, Mazi. You remember there's a saying by our people. I'm gonna say it in Igbo, and of course we'll translate it to English. It says, "Onye kpọọ ụlọ ya mkpọkọlọ, agbata obi ewere egbola afịfịa." So, just about what you are going to say about the leaders in our place and the politicians. Of course, if they are okay with it, they are not fighting back, they are not speaking out against it. I mean, do you think that these people from the north will ever stop?
Why would they stop? Because they are always paying allegiance to them. That's the problem. Our people are not the one that put them in there. That is the reason why they can do whatever they like and get away with it. That is why they can kill our people or send people, military, to go destroy things and get away with it. That is why they can send military to go bomb people's places and get away with it, because they feel after everything that nothing will be done to them. And that is why they are keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, because the problem is those politicians. They are part of the problem. If those politicians really want Mazi to come out, Mazi will come out. But because of their selfish interest, that is why they are doing whatever they do. They come in the morning, they say this. In the afternoon, they go to the back, or in the evening, they go to where they are. All of them are. They say another thing. That is the problem we're facing. They don't care about our masses. They don't care about our people. All they care about is their political ambition. That's all. So we have decided that it's not going to be business as usual. Never going to be business as usual. And I mean, anybody that is hearing us today, or that is that is in the influence of our voice today, should know that we have said no um, to all this insult and labeling of terrorism when we're not terrorists. If we're terrorists, I don't think we'll be registered in America here. If we're terrorists, I don't think we'll be registered in any part of Europe. Not even to talk about Africa, some African countries. So we are standing our ground, and we're saying this thing will not happen anymore.
Right. Thank you very much, Mazi. Once again, if you are joining in, this is Biafra Radio. We are live, we are direct, and of course, the whole world is listening. The whole world must listen. And of course, joining me this evening, as I have earlier indicated, is one of our own, one of the heavyweights we have in the United States of America. He is Mazi Chieziokwu, of course. He is the Eastern Regional Coordinator in the USA. And of course, you've heard it from him. The law says he who alleges must be able to substantiate that which they are alleging. You cannot allege without giving us evidence to substantiate. So if you defame that hallowed name called IPOB, if you defame the name of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of course, the onus is on you to come and show us the proof. Because if you don't, we will hit you so hard where it hurts, and that is your pocket. By the time you finish paying millions in cost, in order, then the next time when you hear the name IPOB, you will shut your mouth. All right, Mazi, let's proceed. There is another development, of course. We obviously saw that going viral on social media. There are some groups called AVID, Rising Sun, Ambassadors for Self-Determination, and Bruce Fein. They went to the White House, of course, to submit I don't know what to call it, but a kind of a resolution, a kind of bundle, a kind of, complaint to the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Are you able to let us in on what that is all about as well? Your friends are listening. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, there's a law that states that you cannot commit international crime and still at the end of the day you you put somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a state of torture, or do anything evil against him, against human right, and against his person. Because what they did, that the extraordinary rendited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya was an international crime. So if you listen to the lawyer Bruce Fein, he has said that they have tried so many ways to make sure that the Nigerian government complies with them, but at the end of the day, they did not comply with them. So this is more or less like in your face. Anybody that is involved in that extraordinary rendition, they committed an international crime. So that international crime is what Bruce Fein, they have put everything together to submit to the President of the United States. And if hopefully the President signs it, all of them if they have any house here, if they have any account here, will be seized. Will be seized. And if they are caught, they will come and they will come and answer for what they have done, because that's a crime against humanity, and that's a terrorism act sponsored by the states, more or less like a state-sponsored um, 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 terrorism on a human being. And first of all, you have gone against all the ethics of um, of the international community. That is one of the things you don't do. You don't just go and kidnap people without proper due course. That was the same thing they did to Umaru Diko way back then. It cost them so much. But unfortunately, because our leader is a British citizen, and you know what our leader is fighting for, and they know once our leader gets what our leader is fighting for, then the British government is in problem. That's the reason why they are trying as much as possible to keep quiet about whatever is going on with our leader, because they are 100% in support of what Nigerian government is doing against our leader. So it is not just Nigerian government. It is the British government are fully involved. So if we can get these people, and if Trump signs it, then we have the ball rolling, because that will make sure that other things fall in place. Other things that Avid and other groups have in place for Nigerian government. And mind you, Avid has been trying so hard. They have been doing a lot of things, and I give them thumbs up. So, Mazi, that's the only thing I can say for now about it.
All right.
Leo.
Thank you very much. And of course, if you are joining us, it is Biafra Radio. This is Late Night with Barrister Onuoha. And of course, with me is our Ebol Mazi Ichezioku, all the way from the United States of America. He is the Eastern Regional Coordinator of USA. And of course, we are talking about so many issues, including the visit, which some pressure group, if I might call them that, Avid and other groups, paid to the White House, and of course submitting a protest, to to the President of the United States of America. And of course, we are hoping that the same gets to him, and of course, he makes a decision. But before I go further, I just want to play this audio, and of course, it is an audio of Bruce Fenn explaining indeed what that submission is all about. Take a listen, and then we will start.
Hello. My name is Bruce Fine. I'm the International Counsel for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, especially relating to his now 4 years plus arbitrary imprisonment without trial by the Nigerian government. Here is a document that we all in this room have prepared. It is a petition to be filed with President Donald Trump asking that he list 6 Nigerian high-level officials, 5 judges and a former Attorney General, Mr. Malami, under the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act. Now, to qualify for listing, you need to be systematically engaged in a violation of internationally recognized human rights. And all of these listed individuals have been engaged in persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for over 4 years, denying him a right to fair trial, denying him a right to freedom, denying him a right to speak with counsel, and most importantly, denying him a right to free speech, trying to punish him for peaceful advocacy of a time-honored justification for self-determination, most recently undertaken in South Sudan, for the Biafran people to decide whether they wish to chart their own destiny as opposed to remaining in the Nigerian orbit. Remember that the Biafrans never did join Nigeria. There was never any vote for Biafrans to say, we want to be collectivized as the British ordained in 1914. You don't need to secede from a company that you never joined in the first instance. And that's what Nnamdi Kanu's campaign is about, indeed the higher campaign from Biafrans. So this particular provision of the Global Magnitsky Act empowers the president to freeze all the assets and to prohibit any travel to the United States of any person listed under the act, which means they would never travel to the United States. Many of them may have homes here, may have stocks here, all of those be frozen. They couldn't do any business here ever. Moreover, the Magnitsky Act also is stigmatizing. It brands you as someone worthy of others who are listed, who are notorious criminals, the president of North Korea, and others that are household words for violating human rights. So that's where we're doing. It's not a choice that we made initially. We worked very hard with the UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention to try to get Nigeria to comply with this order to immediately and unconditionally release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pleaded with Nigeria, here's the directive, just please comply with it. All we got was no, no, no. We'll ignore everything. So after all peaceful avenues of redress have been exhausted, we are now resorting to the Global Magnitsky Act as one of the final ways we can hold Nigeria accountable outside the corrupt Nigerian system. The President of the United States has his own independent authority to exert the powers of the United States to pressure Nigeria to comply with the working group decision, and that's what this petition seeks to accomplish.
All right, Mazi, and of course, this is more or less what you have already stated here. But in a summary of what I understand Bruce Fenn is saying here is that we have tried everything possible to get Nigeria to do the right thing. And of course, the right thing is to adhering to all the ruling and all the judgment, both internationally and of course domestically, but they are failing to do so. So now Bruce Fenn is saying that they are taking their war now internationally, and of course to force Nigeria to do the right thing. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, it's just like what I said before. We've tried. Nigerian government is supposed to by now have freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for us, but they are not freeing him because they are still holding him, and they just want to hold him in perpetual. They just want to hold him in perpetually. But that's the reason why they are doing what they are doing, because this might will force them to do the needful. Even in as much as we know that strong-head Nigerian government can always be strong-headed. They are just like Pharaoh that wants to get into the river with the children of Israel, and at the end of the day they drowned. So they keep doing this, and at the end of the day they will drown. Well, because you cannot continue keeping an innocent man in prison for no good reason. And one thing I know about the president that we have over here is a very conscientious person. There are some certain things he doesn't like, because they did similar thing to him here, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like where people are being intimidated. If you remember, it was only him that spoke out and told then Jubri, when Jubri came to Washington D.C.
That's correct. Yes.
You know, they think this man does not know what he's doing. You know, before any president comes to the US, you know, there is one thing the United States does. They have all the whole information about the president. In case if anything happens, they can be able to not die on them. So they have all the whole DNA, they have all the whole blood type and all those stuff. Okay, so and this Muron that they sent there went there, and I think thinking that at the end of the day they will go without being without Trump doing his own work. That was why when they left, Trump now, after some few like 2 weeks, Trump now said, "I don't want to see this lifeless person here anymore." He knows that if he says more than that, it might cause a diplomatic problem. So that's the reason why he didn't say more than that. But I know that guy, giving him the if you give him the chance, he will say more than required, because he doesn't shy away from speaking the truth. And that's the reason why he probably he felt, how can 200 million people be in a country whereby they don't even know? They keep showing you different faces. They keep bringing different faces at any particular given time, and nobody's doing anything about it. And at the end of the day, they told us during 2016, when Bukola Saraki went and met Buhari. Buhari was taller than Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president.
Yes.
All of a sudden, in 2018, I think, or 2017, no, 2017, the beginning of 2017, after he passed on, all of a sudden, Bukola Saraki is now taller than Muhammad Buhari.
It's a miracle.
And when a complete miracle. And when people started complaining, guess what? It was not convenient for Lai Mohammed to go on air. You know what Lai Mohammed told everybody? Lai Mohammed told everybody that it was the doctor that advised Muhammad Buhari not to wear high heel anymore. You can imagine this kind of lies. He went to national television and said that. This kind of stupid lies. So at the end of the day, if they don't do the needful, this is just the starting. Because if Tinubu does not do the needful, Tinubu might later be involved. If I was Tinubu, it's not my mess. You know, I will let Mazi go because it's not my mess. The person that mess belongs to is the Northerners. The Fulani is to be precise.
But Mazi, let me come in. Don't you think for Tinubu, this is my own view, and it can be wrong, it can be right, but don't think for Tinubu is more of the hatred for the Igbos. It has to do more of that, because we're talking about a Yoruba man here, and of course we must not underestimate a Yoruba man. I mean, if not, what else can it be? He is not answerable to anybody if he lets Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Yeah, I'm thinking it is more of a personal thing, than ever. I don't know, but this is my opinion. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Tinubu might have one or two things that he doesn't like about about our people. I mean, they don't hide it, and Tinubu doesn't hide it when he was Lagos State governor. He wasn't hiding it, and the wife wasn't hiding it either. But the problem still remains that in everything, Tinubu was being chased around when Abacha, when they were doing Nadeko, when he was involved in Nadeko, Abacha was chasing them around, and Tinubu ran for his dear life. And for somebody that calls himself a Democrat, This is where you should have shown yourself to be above board. As the president of Nigeria, what you should have done was to immediately you come into power, you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying, this same thing happened to me, so I don't want it to happen to any other person. Let us follow the rule of law. But no, he decided to continue with the mess that Buhari has created. You see, it's one thing to be smart. Is another thing to know what to do. Buhari came into power. Imagine Jonathan, when Jonathan was there, Jonathan didn't do anything to Mazi. Jonathan it was Obasanjo that did something to Mazi in 2015. When Jonathan was there, Jonathan didn't do anything to Mazi. You know? And at the end of the day, Buhari came in immediately without wasting time. They organized to pick up Mazi. He said a lot of things. He said that showed you that that man was not even any place close to being a fan of the Igbos. The same thing with Tinubu. And I just don't understand what we have done to these people. I don't understand what we have done to them. You can readily do I am an Odudua and wear it and go around wherever you want to go to. You can write I am an Arewa and wear the t-shirt and go anywhere you want to go to. But immediately you write I'm a Biafra. That becomes a problem. It becomes a problem for everybody. But everybody can call themselves whatever they feel like calling themselves. But we cannot call ourselves whatever we feel like calling ourselves. That is the problem. And it will never stop. If they think trying to marginalize our people will be the way forward, I'm sorry for them because they are going to lose. And nobody can win this. They can't win this fight because this fight is an ordained institution of the Almighty. Biafra coming to be is an ordained institution of the Almighty. They should know better because they all go to herbalists, they all go to Babalawo, they go to prayers, they all know. They should know better that you're just delaying the inevitable. At the end of the day, Biafra is going to come to be and nobody can stop it.
Thank you very much. Mazi, all right, before I get to that, and of course, let me reiterate that this is Biafra Radio and that we are live and, of course, coming to you all the way from Johannesburg. And we are reaching humanity from there today, the 7th day of September 2025, the year of our Lord. And, of course, with me, this night on Late Night with Barrister Onuoha is Mazi Chieziok, with the regional coordinator from USA. All right, so Mazi, I need you because you see, I've played the tape or video of Bruce Fain. I've asked you a question with regards to all the work that is on the ground. Mazi, these things cost money. And of course, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court this October, which is next month. It is money as well because we also need to take care of the legal teams. Those people who say they are DOS that are making noise everywhere, they're not paying the bills of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm talking in terms of his legal representation. And this is the truth they are failing to tell those who are following them. They are failing to tell them who is paying the bill, who is footing the bill for our leaders' legal costs. And as it stands now, Mwada Nayanya can tell you better. It is indeed difficult, of course, to source the fund to do all these mighty things. And of course, I need you to, explain to Biafrans, to elaborate, to motivate Biafrans to understand that we need to indeed put our hands in our pocket and support, the struggle at this particular time, because it's not enough shouting that you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you want him out, but you're not doing anything to support, because the issue of our leaders, legal matter is money. And I'm not talking small money, I'm talking big money. Even now that we are fighting internationally, my goodness me, we're talking in dollars. And people don't understand that. Please speak to our people, because you are needed. They are needed even better, even more than ever now. And forget listening to those people who are talking all manner of craps and not telling the people the truth. Who is financing our leaders' legal battle? It is not them, obviously. And the question becomes, what do they do with all the money they are gathering from all other places, including South Africa here? Mazi, please go ahead.
Mazi, I will start like this. Few days ago, China Samuru I think probably younger brother or a senior brother, tweeted that it's time for the GOS to sack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that will tell you all you need to know. And that was why I said they should hurry up and do whatever they need to do, that we are waiting. That will tell anybody that is listening and that is doing, giving them their money, that you're putting your money in the wrong place. So I will advise anybody that is giving these people money to stop giving them money. If you want to put your money in the right place, try and contact Mazi Nnamdi, contact Madam Nayanya. All the whole coordinators should know for now that the money that they are contributing is going to Shina Sanwo-Olu, Chike Doziem, Nzurumike, and the rest of them, their pockets. If you look at them now, compared to the way they used to look before, they are looking robust now. That's because they are eating money that you people are contributing. Yeah, go and take their former pictures and check their current pictures. All of them, you see that there is a lot of changes. You guys should be asking questions. All the money that they've collected, where are they taking the money to? What are they doing with the money? Of course, they will not give you a straightforward answer. They will start giving you nonsense answer. They were saying that they were the one taking care of the legal fees. Which legal fees are you taking care of? Which of them? Which of them are they taking care of? Rather than lining their pockets. Is it Ejimako that is our leader's lawyer, or Maxwell that they are paying their school their fees, or the sons that we have now that they are paying their fees? Please, you guys should ask questions. Ask them questions. And some of them will say they are sitting on the fence. Oh, when Onyendo comes out, we know what to do. We know where we. When Onyendo comes out. So if every one of us stays back and say when Onyendo comes out, how is Onyendo going to be able to fund whatever he's doing? How? How is it going to happen? The same Onyendo told you guys that it is only Madam Nenaya. Any account that Madam Nenaya is, that is the account that you should pay the money. But now, they have told you another thing. And you're listening. But you know, because we have to try to elaborate, let our people know where we're coming from a little bit.
Yes, go ahead, Mazi.
These people, they practically knew what they wanted to do. When they caught Onyendu was kidnapped, these leadership people, they knew what they wanted to do. And why I say they knew what they wanted to do was this. They started working on taking over the accounts.
That was their first target, their first, agenda. Accounts.
You know the problem to today, which I keep holding Olive Obi and Jesse responsible for what happened in the US here. Part of the things that happened in the US here, because they were the one that carried our people to Simon Ekpa. Oyibo and Nelly went after Madanaya. They bastardized Madanaya's name. Then, as the Light TV helped them to do the same thing. So, people really went after Madanaya for no good reason. And at the end of the day, this is the same person Onyendu told you that is the way you're going to put your money. And all of a sudden, Onyendu is no more around. Everybody is now looking for account to carry. Account is really good in here. Because I was involved. They told me to get into an account. They told Didi to get inside the same account in the US here. Not knowing that these guys were planning something evil. But I told them no, it's not going to be possible. That I'm not going to get into that account. They tried convincing me. I said no. In fact, there was a meeting that we had. Madanaya was in that meeting. All of them, those cabals were in that meeting. The 4 regional coordinators was in that meeting. That's me, Ndidi, Pope, then Baba Chijoke. We were all in that meeting. So when I knew that Baba Chijoke and Membadu were dancing to the tone of GOS by taking over the account in the US, I knew something was very, very bad. Something bad was coming up. In that meeting, I strongly told Chike Doziem that he should leave the account of US alone. Let the people that is managing the account keep managing it. Then Sister Angela was part of the people that was managing the account. Chinwe was one of the people that was managing the account. They wanted to remove Chinwe and replace Chinwe with Dr. Tina. So they planned with Pope and Ememadu and Baba Chijoke to take over the account and remove Chinwe from the account. So after telling Chike Doziem to remove his hand from the account in US, that I see him dividing US again. That is going to spoil US. That I shouldn't say I did not want him. So let him leave US alone and let us do what we're supposed to do to make sure that things work out fine for us. But Anaya was in that meeting that day. So they tried their gimmicks, but it didn't work because once I say I'm not doing something, I'm not doing it. Unless you give me a reasonable answer. If you don't give me a reasonable answer, I'll tell you I'm not doing that. I'll tell you I'm not doing it. So we left that meeting. Actually, in that meeting, they told us to go and put the name of the people that we want to be in the account. I called Mazin Didi. I told Mazin Didi I'm not doing anything. Mazin Didi say, no, just do it. Just do it. Write the names here you want to be in the account. Just do it. It's okay. Just do it. Write now, because if you don't write it now, they will say you're disobeying them. And I said, okay. And I forwarded the names of the people that was present in that account already. Then after forwarding the name, Baba Chijoke and the Madu now forwarded the names that Chike Dozie and his clique wanted to be in the account. So let them put Dr. Tina in the account. But I forwarded people that was in the account, and they forwarded people that was in the account too. So at the end of the day, Dr. Tina now came to me. Now said to me that she wants called me on the phone that she wants the names of my secretary, all the secretaries in my region, blah 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 blah. And I told her, don't you understand that? Didn't I warn you guys that I am not going to be in the account? That anything finance they shouldn't be contacting me about it. Dr. Tina said, well, no, that she was not there. And I said, oh, sorry. Now I know that you're not there. But if you want to have anything to do with the account, or you want to know anything that is concerning the account, it is not me that you're coming to. Go to Madam Nayanya and talk to Madam Nayanya, and Madam Nayanya will fix anything you want. She now said, okay, that she will go to Madam Nayanya. That was it. Till today, she never went to Madam Nayanya. And as at then, they were now planning to take over the Germany account. That was when Collins was trying as much as possible to take over the Germany account. We didn't even know what was going on. And it was during that time that we wanted to do fundraising. So Chike Dozie now called me for another meeting. That every one of us was in that meeting. But Madanaya was not in that meeting. Because it was fundraising that US wanted to do. Chike Dozie now said that the account in US, if that woman does not do what we want her to do, that he wants the woman to furnish them the information of that account. If the woman doesn't, that's another. We're talking about Lady Chinyere now. Because that's where the money was supposed to go to, license that time. So that said, if the woman doesn't give them the information, that they will send the money. Listen very well. That they will send the money to Germany. And I said, Germany. And I said, for some people that will be here, that will be angry and all those stuff. That I said to him, no, it's not some people, it's me. Just say me, then I'll understand. All moi. And I said, that money, the money that will be raised in the fundraising, we go to the Germany account, which Madam Naya is in charge of it. I said, okay, if the money is going to go to that Germany account, that was what I told them. If it was going, it was in that meeting too. If the thing was going to go to Germany account, I don't have a problem with it. That was what I told Chike Dozem. I don't have a single problem with it. So far, Madanaya is involved. I don't have a problem with it. Not knowing that what they were thinking was that Collins was going to take over the account. Immediately Collins takes over the account, they will wire the money into that account, and that would be it. But unfortunately for them, the thing backfired. If after all these things, this explanation, and you guys don't understand that these guys are up to no good, then I'm sorry for you. I can't help you. That was how, after the fundraising, they now started doing the fundraising. By then, They saw me as a threat. And there was some other things I already found out, which I wrote to Chike Dozim. That was why Chinas Onwuru came to the radio station and was saying that I told Chike Dozim that I'm not going to do whatever that he tells me to do. That's a lie. It wasn't in the meeting that I told Chike Dozim that. I wrote Chike Dozim because I noticed that what they were doing was against the code of conduct. I now wrote Chike Dozim. Immediately I noticed that everything I was now doing was in writing. I now wrote Chike Dozim after I did some findings. Wrote him and told him, Mazi, that I'm disappointed in him. That if me as a regional coordinator, he gives me an instruction, how will he feel? Not to come to think of where our leader is now in the enemy's hand, and you're not listening to our leader. That this is the time our leader tell you to jump once, you jump 10 times. Why is it that you're not listening to him? Why is it that if he gives you instruction, you're not listening and you're not doing what our leader told you to do? If this is the case, that I don't want to have anything to do with you, or you can give me a reason for me to understand the reason why you were taking this decision. If not, that I don't have anything to do with you, because you're not listening to our leader. That was where that thing got to, where he got that information. It was never in a meeting. Okay, that guy now see one win. I see that guy now do too much. It was not in the meeting. I never had a meeting with him that I mentioned that. It was not Chike Dozim that now brought that letter. Because after I sent the letter to Chike Dozim, I also forwarded it to the lawyer, because there was something I was doing, information that I needed to get. So I needed to forward it to the lawyer. I forwarded it to the lawyer, and I forwarded it to Fine Boy. So at the end of the day, he got Chike Dozim was now lying, because they called this Iflefu called Chinas Onwuru. They called him to find out if he got the information that Onyendu told them to let. In fact, this issue was because of Uwefi. Onyendu already gave the instruction for them to let Uwefi go, and Uwefi should apologize to Chike Dozim, which Uwefi later did. But because of their selfish interest, because they wanted to continue with this their self-aggrandizement and their selfish behavior. Why you do? That was the reason why they now refuse to do Onyendu's instruction. So Chinas Onwuru was not giving that information, that memo that I wrote to Chike Dozim. Chike Dozim, Chinas now gave it to Chike Dozim. Chike Dozim now wrote me back. All these things, I still have them. Chike Dozim now wrote me back, now asked me, Mazi, is this not the conversation I had with you? I wrote him back, I said, yes, this is an official conversation. Because if Onyendu asks you to do something, you have to do it. So that was when he now brought it to the meeting. In that meeting, that was where he now talked about it. From there, that was where they now told me to resign. Yes, that was what happened. That was where they told me to resign. I said I don't have problem resigning. I wasn't problem resigning in the first place. Because of what if in the litania instead of Fukanata for no good reason. Just because of our people. Told him I don't have any problem resigning. After much, I don't want to go into long details. The last thing he asked me was, do I have anything to say? I said, yes, that I have something to say. He said, there is no truth in you people anymore. That was what I told them. Two things. There is no truth in you people anymore. And that you guys are not listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. And that because of this, I have nothing to do with you guys anymore. That was where I got that particular part. And I dropped the phone. I cut the phone on them. So they now, Chinasa Nworu, but because Chinasa Nworu was playing the nice cop, I don't know if they think I'm this kind of person that is power hungry. And what I'm time for it? Maybe in Asimu poor, I'm your Fabiko. Biko for what? If not for Biafra struggle, I wouldn't know them. I wouldn't know any of them. Because one, I will not even stoop low to know this kind of people. They are not truthful human beings. I will not have anything to do with them. All Biafra struggle that brought us together. After telling them that, I just left. It was later that he was telling me that they were saying that Chinasa Nworu was saying something. Then they now told Chinasa Nworu, that the person you're saying something about is no more here, that he has gone. Then Kebu Uku, what's his name? That is in charge of the media.
Onuoha.
Onuoha, Murono Dekia. Onuoha now opened this lousy mouth to say that is what we are saying, that he is indisciplined. It was the same Onuoha, Ewu Kambia, that said that I was incompetent. You guys destroyed everything, and we were able to raise people. Before people will trust you and listen to you, they know what you're capable of doing. Because the people that stood with us knew that we were not lying to them. That was why they stood, and they stood their ground, knowing fully well that we were not lying to them. Today, they now know the truth. So all these things, all these their shenanigans, it will not work. It will not work. It will not work against Onyendu. It will not work against. The only thing that you see, they can only carry Onyendu's name and be doing the nonsense that they are doing when the time comes. Very soon they fire Azaf and Nafa. If not, tell me a reasonable human being, a reasonable human being, one way I'm going to chamber. Can your boss na chije court? You open your lousy mouth, stupid mouth. Where say if Onyendu is killed, I know for 3 months. I know for 3 months that nothing, and that nothing will happen. Onyobuna is weak. Really? Is that the way you see our people? Is that the way you see our people? You're indirectly telling them they should just kill the man, kill Onyendu, and nothing will happen. Something will happen. And the British government knows that something will happen. It's not a threat, because if God sends you to an errand, there will be a particular time that you see it will not be God that will be fighting that battle. That is something I've seen before. If God sends you an errand and people are holding you back, when God here releases angels to go and fight that battle, it will be so disastrous for every one of the people that is involved in it. They don't know what is coming. Because if they know what is coming, that the hand of God is seriously angry with what is going on in Biafra land. The blood they are shedding for no good reason. For no good reason. After the IPOB, but on the army, the DSS, now Masari, now Kunibusi. I'm not saying that so there is no overzealous ones that is doing things that they are not supposed to do. But it's never IPOB that is doing whatever is going on in the southeast. The politicians' hands are in it because that's where they get their money from. So if you're giving your money to these people, Apagibu, sorry. Your name is sorry. I have no pity for you because listen. Your name was sorry. You rather keep your money and say, okay, let me wait until Onyendu comes out. But it will not favor you when Onyendu comes out. It's better for you to go and join the right path. Haven't you heard? Even Maxwell Opera Ajuju about the DOS or say or DOS. So that will tell you a lot. If they can deny the lawyers Onyendu in office, the lawyers now Onyendu, if they can deny them, is it not that they've denied Onyendu, Mazi? If they can deny those lawyers,
absolutely,
that Onyendu is using, they have denied Onyendu. If you are cursing those lawyers, you are indirectly cursing Onyendu. Whatever you do to those lawyers, you're indirectly doing it to Onyendu. So they have tried, but they have failed because whatever they are planning will not work for them. It will not work. It will not work. It will not work. So, Mazi, let me leave it here.
Thank you very much, Mazi. And of course, you have actually, emptied it out extensively for those who are, ignorant of what is happening in IPOB. I mean, if you have been listening to what Mazi Ezioku has been saying, you will understand more. Personally, I know exactly what is going on, and from what he has said is what I already know. But of course, our leader keeps saying that he need 100 men. And some of us don't understand why our leader keeps saying that. As you can see, the 100 men are the ones who are really on our leader's side at the moment. And I can tell you this for sure. This will all be over. And Onyendu Nnamdi will be free again. And then, of course, the truth will be laid out there in the bare for everybody to see. Mazu, thank you very much. And of course, before we round up or rather close this program, I want you to tell Biafrans your party shot this evening. Please go ahead.
My brother. What I'm saying is this. It's on Udo. I cannot help you. I can only but tell you the truth. And God knows that whatever I'm telling you is the truth and nothing but the truth. So if you want to, because there is Mazi Ndidiawurum went and saw Onyendu and everybody knew about it because it was almost everywhere. And Onyendu said he wanted 100 men and women in the US and nowhere else but in the US. So they will help with the bills. 100 men and women. So we are inviting everyone that is in the US, even if you're an IPOB member, you're not an IPOB member, we're inviting you to come and join us. If you really, 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 really love what Onyendu is doing, you're invited. It's an instruction from Onyendu that even if you are not an IPOB member and you like what we're doing, you should come. That we accept you. So I'm going to be giving a WhatsApp number
Please
which
go
you
ahead.
can reach, or you can reach us with. It is +1 617 502 0542. I repeat, +1 617 502 0542. You can always reach us, and that's the WhatsApp number.
Mazi,
Cannot get us direct on that
let
number.
me confirm this number, and of course you tell me if I got it correct. It's +1 617 502 0542. Is that correct?
Yes.
All
yes.
right.
You're correct. So come and join us and do the needful. I am not renewable, and we're not looking at anybody's face. When you feel on a way where that person should go and hug the transformer. If Oduduwa people does not have any remorse about what they are doing, Arewa people does not have any remorse about what they are doing. Fulani people that wants to dip the Quran to the sea, they don't have remorse about what they are doing. What about you? Why are you holding back? Why are you holding back? But if you know, let me not go contrary to what. No, I don't mean it. I will not go contrary to what Onyendu said. So anybody that is in the US, and you want to join us, go ahead, come and join us. Call the number, and we will put you at the right place, and tell you what we've been told to do. We need your fund. We need your fund. We need your fund. And it will be a thing of joy to have you back in our fold. Even those that does not know where they stand anymore, you can always call. If there is any question you want to ask, you can always call, and we will answer those questions. We will answer those questions. If you're in the US and you feel okay, and I feel now this place is not for me, let me try this place, you can call. And I tell you, I swear to you, you will not regret it. You will not regret it. You know, I used to tell anybody that was with us that time, before Mazin did he saw Onyendu, and they now confirm that yes, that they are at the right place. That if you spend your money to the right place, which Madam Neya is the person that is in charge of the account, once you put your money there, if Onyendu comes out and tell you, oh, Mba, that this money is not in the right place, that I will pay every penny of that money back to you. That was what I used to say, and I still maintain it. So win-win. You're not losing. It's my word, and you know that we're on the radio station, and everything that we do here is being recorded. So you can hold me to my word. Afambi Chiezoku. Adabuyadro. I will maintain. I will never go back. Biafra is our life. Biafra is our home. And nobody can take it away from us. The Almighty has given us that land. No matter what the enemy tries, at the end of the day, we still will win. They know better. But we're not violent people, and we cannot be violent. IPOB is a peaceful organization. For those now winding the amount, we will get to you. Very soon we will get to you. And we'll call on the people of South Africa and the people of people that is in Europe to please emulate people from the US. Get your own lawyer and go after those people that is giving us bad names. On your nonsense, we'll go after you people. We'll go after you people. We are not joking. And we are not playing.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Every conscientious Biafran. May God give you guys wisdom to be able to digest what we have talked about here today.
You see?
You
see. All right.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mazi Chezioku, of course, for coming this evening. Thank you. Elohim continue to bless you. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. God bless you too.
Thank you. All right, you've heard it, and of course, from the horse's mouth. That was Ichie Ezioku from the United States of America, and of course, laying it out here and there for everybody to hear, for everybody to listen. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, because that is what we do here on this platform. We preach the truth. And of course, we have done that this evening. And of course, you'll be the judge. It is late night with Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha. And of course, speaking to Biafrans here, all the way from South Africa. Johannesburg is where we are precisely. And of course, Biafra is our target. Biafra is our home. Restoration of Biafra, of course, it is our effort and priority as it stands now. And we are doing everything possible to our own power to ensure that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is freed. And of course, Elohim on our side, we can do just that. And of course, you've heard everything that needed to be heard this evening, and this is where we are going to leave it this evening. And of course, we will come back to you again as soon as possible. My name's Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha, and of course, this is where we will draw a curtain on something that has been so powerful, something that has been so excellent. And of course, I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for joining us, because we will indeed so be back as soon as possible. This is Biafra Radio. And of course, I say, may God bless you all. May God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Biafrans all around the world, wherever they are. From me, from here, it is good night and remain blessed. Bye-bye.
Praise of God,